Many people believe finally that we're seeing some semblance of normal law and order back here in the United Kingdom. As ever though, let me explain. Hi, good morning, nice to see you. Let's have a big wave today. Hope you're all kid. Yes, I know it's tiring. I know, well, we're just a little bit more. Yeah, you feel better? We're daft, aren't we? Good to be daft, as I said the other day. We all need a good laugh, don't we? Laughter is the best tonic, as I've often said to many people. On a serious note, it's truly what makes the world go round. That and law and order, let me tell you, because over here in the United Kingdom recently, the British Metropolitan Police were criticised heavily by certain action groups. This was all because certain individuals wanted to protest on the recent coronation of King Charles III and Queen Camilla. But there was a bigger issue behind that, as ever. Two sides to every story, and very difficult, in fact, if you are a member of the British Metropolitan Police. You see, the reason why they cracked down, according to them, on the protesters was this. They'd had intelligence that many of them were hoping to spook the horses, many of the horses carrying all of those brave people up and down, of course, the Mall and towards Buckingham Palace. And as we saw with this one individual particular horse, that was spooked by something and went into a barrier, almost causing a lot of accidents. And more importantly, could have resulted in some terrible situation. This was the reason, according to the Met Police, why they decided to shut down these particular protesters. Now, the protesters, get this, are apparently considering suing the British Metropolitan Police for their right to protest, even on a busy and very difficult day security-wise, not just with basic security from the British Metropolitan Police, but as you can imagine, intelligence from around the world, with so many dignitaries appearing at Westminster Abbey. Now, the bigger picture is this. Naturally, one would assume they would have to have a backer to take on such a broad church as the Met Police. Now, the head of the British Metropolitan Police, Mark Rowley, has for once defended himself and said, yes, he was very pleased with the way that the policing went on that particular day. Now, I don't know about you, but as an animal lover, I was very, very pleased that the police decided to take this action, because obviously no one wishes animals to suffer on a big event. One lunatic, though, pointed out the fact that how could a horse be spooked by anything like a rape alarm that had been given out a few days before by the British Metropolitan Police in Soho to help ladies going back late at night? How could they possibly be spooked by that when they're listening to crashing cymbals and banging drums? Well, obviously low on intelligence, because one knows that a particular sound to the horses here would make sure that they spooked, and then could result, as I say, in a terrible accident. This is an ongoing story, but as ever, I'd love to know your thoughts about this particular story, because were the police right to crack down on these alleged protesters that could have caused havoc and, let's not forget, total embarrassment on such a prestigious day in our royal history, and more importantly, harming not just the horses, but humans and individuals too. It's madness to think that even in these terrible times that we live in, they thought this was a good idea. So far, as I say, the British Metropolitan Police head of Mark Rowley is sticking to his guns, and as I say, the protesters are still ranting and raving, claiming that their right to protest was taken away. I'll leave it up to you to make a decision. Do let me know what you think about this particular story, as ever, in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.